Professor, I understand that you were looking to speak with me. Perhaps you would like some insight on how to write your next lecture?
Nah, I'm good.
While I do have a great many ideas, it would be inappropriate to... Oh, am I mistaken? If that's the case, then what can I do for you?
It's about the female students.
The ladies have complained? To you? About me? Preposterous. There must be some mistake. I am the heir of the noble House Gloucester. It is bred in me to treat all people with respect. Rest assured, you will not find anyone more upstanding than yours truly. Perhaps the issue is that the splendor of my noble presence is driving the ladies to distraction. If that is the crime, I do confess. I hope I've not troubled the ladies' hearts unduly.
Is your advances they've seemed to find troubling? Sure.
Outrageous! That's absurd! Who would dare to allege such slander?
Apparently a number of female students.
Of all the... Well, I suppose I have offered several of them the honor of dining with me. It is impossible to tell if even the most well-bred young lady is a suitable companion for me, merely by the sight of her. So, in order for us to get to know each other properly, it is appropriate that we dine together. Thus far, they have all declined, oddly enough. For some reason, they seem to be exercising some form of restraint when speaking with me. I would never insist, of course. But I will admit I have, on occasion, after a day's pause, issued repeat invitations, in the fashion and style of a gentleman.
That doesn't sound good. Yeah, that's the problem.
What? Ridiculous! Dinner invitations from me a problem? The very idea. I am a perfect gentleman, the son of a noble line. I've a wit like a rapier, and it takes but a glance to see that I'm gorgeous. No, I cannot believe such a thing. Are you sure this isn't the result of some sort of scheme? It cannot be otherwise. Someone has clearly devised a conspiracy against me. Someone who envies my position, who seeks to soil my sterling reputation with foul rumors. How crude. Please, Professor, it is beneath you to fall victim to such petty and obscene tactics. I implore you to take greater care in the future. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal of work to do. Farewell.
Oh my god, he's so conceited. Lawrence is he's a fine character. He's not like... He's much better than Raphael. He's definitely on the lower tier of Golden Deer because of how annoying he can be, but he's fine. He's a fine character. I like Lawrence, but he's definitely on the lower tier of Golden Deer. Trying to find the faculty training for the spear. Lance. Not what I need. Catherine, perhaps?
Did you some of the what? What would make you spicy?
Who did I go to that has a spear? Also, who haven't I talked to? Ashe, I'm waiting. I wanna... Is Ashe the only one? I think Ashe is the only one. Oh, and Ferdinand and Sylvain I haven't talked to. Alright. I'm trying to look for someone to give me a lance upgrade. Because if I can recruit Ashe, I want to recruit him now. I potentially could, because my charm should be pretty high. No, this is still not what I want. Gilbert and Gerald has to give me a spear level up. A lance. I keep calling it a spear, but at the end of the day, what's the difference with a spear and a lance? They're very similar. I think the only difference is just the way you wield it and attack with it. Not like a big significant difference.
I'm not close. Practice.
And now we're gonna go see Ashe. I don't know if I could recruit him, but we should be get really close. Should be pretty close to getting him. I forgot how hard it is to recruit other characters, other houses on a non-NG+.
I heard something like this happened last year, too.
Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits.
Maybe it was.
Don't say things like that, Professor. I'm sure the culprit is, you know, corporeal. We'll catch whoever it is.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Huh? I'm really frightened.
Oh, dude.
I heard...
So close. Give you a gift so I can get your affinity up.
Oh.
Alright, that helped. Oh, I can give this to Bernadetta. I should do that. She loves... I think she likes animals and cute... I remember right.
Oh.
What does Ashe really like?
Wow. I can have...
He likes an owl feather. Okay. He likes traveling and cooking.
Wow.
Cooking.
I can
Yeah. Alright, nice. Now we're gonna go back to Bernadetta really quick. I want to give her some gifts to higher the affinity. I'll probably do the same with Mercedes.
There. Me come to think. Thank you. Wow.
Someone got a recruitment. I mean, not a recruitment, support conversation. I've already been playing for 3 hours. It's so crazy. It's crazy how much it takes me to go through these days, but it's still really fun. I love it. Like, this game is long because of this, but it's all in good fun, honestly.
Are you sure? Thank you. Do you? Oh my, this is great.
Oh, you like sweets? Okay.
Thank you.
Just do an owl feather.
Oh my, that...
Talk to Ferdinand and Sylvain really quick, and then I'm gonna do the support, and still have one more thing. I'm gonna do it with some Golden Deer students so I can get some motivation up. That'll do it.
That's
that...
Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna just talk to Ferdinand and Sylvain.
Beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book.
If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman. Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to?
To the greenhouse for some flowers.
The greenhouse. I did not think of that. I will take a look around there later. What a kind... Exactly... Oh, Professor. Well...
Oh, we need heavy armor for him? No way, that's happening.
Ow! Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flayn might have eloped.
Quite an intense, insensitive joke.
Insensitive? I was just exploring possibilities.
I hate asking this. Does anyone know what eloped means? Because I do not. I have no idea what eloped means.
What's up, Professor? Hey. All I did was...
I'll figure out these lost items eventually, too. We're gonna do this support. It's probably for Ashe or something. Because I did give him, like, gifts or something.
Hey.
It's either for Ashe or maybe Mercedes or Bernadetta. One of the two.
No.
It is Ashe, I figured.
Oh, shopping took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor. Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that knight gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains.
You are quite the shopper. Actually, I'm gonna say this. It might be better. Never mind.
It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me, too. At least until Lenato adopted me into his family. Come to think of it, you were originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fodlan. That must have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me.
Not so different, actually.
You think so? But a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live.
Was pretty rough.
I believe you. I can imagine. Oh! I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages.
What's the book?
Lug and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lug is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures. I've loved this since I was a kid. It was what got me learning to read.
Give me that book!
Hey, creep. Don't touch the merch.
Where did Anna come from?
What the? Somebody catch that thief. Cut him in half like my prices.
Please, calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid. If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me.
Here, allow me to compensate you.
You sure about that, Ashe?
Huh? Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here. But that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
Okay, then. First of all, where did Anna come from? Second of all, I feel like I learned a lot more about Ashe. There's another support conversation. Oh my goodness. I mean, I gotta. Basically, a couple leave when not one or both of their parents disagree with the union. Oh, for eloped? Yeah, I never heard that word. I had no idea what it meant. But then when Sylvain said Ingrid slapped him, I figured it meant something like, not bad necessarily, but like, not good. Oh, it's out Claude. Alright, cool. I'll do Claude.
Hey, Teach, hold on a minute, okay? I'm gonna have this cleared up in no time.
Need some help?
Nah, that's okay. I'll be finished soon. I'm just in the middle of mixing up a new poison. And done.
A new poison?
What do you think of that, Teach? A colorless, odorless poison. Say, care to test it out for me?
I have to know what it does first.
In 2 days' time, you'll have a terrible case of, let's call it stomach trouble. It's a peaceful poison, so you'll live, but you'll certainly be inconvenienced. I hear your silent question, Teach. Why the delay? That's so it can be used even if you don't have access to the target when you need the poison to take effect.
Oh my goodness.
Naturally, I have no immediate plans for this stuff. I suppose I just felt like broadening the old horizons a bit. When devising schemes, it's best to have as many options at your disposal as possible. Expanding those options is kind of a hobby for me.
Why such a dangerous hobby?
Well, I grew up in an environment where it was necessary to think that way. It's like I told you before, I wasn't born into a life of luxury. Ever since I was a child, I've always been seen as different from those around me. An outsider of sorts. I've been resented and hated. There have even been attempts on my life. I don't believe I've earned such treatment, but that's how it goes for people like me.
Yeah, I never thought of you as an outsider.
Thanks, Teach. You know, in many ways, I'm just a normal person like everyone else. But in the right environment, anyone could be seen as an outsider. it can become overwhelming. And that's why I kept running, kept fighting. As a kid, I spent a lot of time licking my wounds and coming up with schemes, trying to keep my nose out of trouble while plotting against my enemies. My parents always told me I wouldn't grow stronger if I didn't learn to fight my own battles. And so in the end, I did. And I grew up to be as independent, as self-reliant as my parents always wished for me to be. Lucky me, right?
He really has been through a lot.
If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it must be you, eh, Teach? I get the feeling you know what it's like to be an outsider. The moment I first laid eyes on you, I knew you weren't like everyone else. People don't care for folks like that. You do well to watch your back. On the bright side, that's also part of the reason that I find you so interesting.
See, I'm like, Claude's kind of a cool person, but then when he says stuff like that, I'm a little worried. Alright, I think we're done with exploring then. I'm gonna end it. Yeah, we're done. Oh, is there no lecture this day? Oh, it's a holiday. Okay. Some kind of Lester. Oh, cool.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my...
Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Their motivation's already up. That was like a waste, but I'll take it. Anytime with, Hilda is great. Raphael, too, but more Hilda.
We'd better...
Alright, we still get this, though, at least. I think I'm gonna explore or do a seminar. I'm not gonna battle. Because I don't really feel like I need to be honest. I don't really feel like I need to battle. We did, like, what, 2 battles last time? I don't really think I need to battle now.